celebrating this Havana festival, and I'm in the Hungary stand, and I have the honor to have close to me to the ambassador of Hungary in Cuba. What's up, Heincz? Thank you, ambassador, for receiving us.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the possibility, and it's an honor for us to receive you here in the Hungarian booth.
Well, ambassador, what can you tell us about this wonderful relations that we have both countries, but not only cultural items, when we have Hungary wine mixed with Cuban tobacco?
I think this is the perfect symbol of the friendship which these two countries have been had for more than 60 years. Yesterday today we were talking about what common they have and why we have chosen as this kind of a marriage, the Cuban cigar and the Hungarian wine. We there in Hungary, we have centuries and centuries of tradition of producing tobacco. The parents of my grandmother produced tobacco long time before. And we have seen that the producing of tobacco is part of the cultural heritage of our country, and as well, this is true for Cuba. And for the wine, we were thinking of what are the two main symbols of those two countries. Cuba is the cigar, and for Hungary, I would say the wine. But which wine? So we have selected, which is called the King of Wines, or the wine of the kings, because the latter one refers to the 13th, 14th century, where the French kings were so crazy about the Hungarian wine, Tokaj, Asszú, that they ordered lots of bottles of such type of the Hungarian wine, and so it became very famous. So yesterday, fortunately, and thanks to the collaboration with Habano, to Cuba, to Media Havana, and for my colleagues at the embassy, we have managed to organize the first marriage of a Hungarian wine and of a Cuban cigar.
And that's a very important issue to be you an ambassador, and it's the first time that happened in all these years of bilateral relations between the two countries.
Indeed, it was the first one, and I was yesterday behaving like a child because I was so nervous that now we are coming to a milestone in our history, because never ever before such a event was organized by the two countries, and now after the event I received so many positive feedbacks from people with professional background of years and decades, which I think confirmed that we are on the right track.
And recently, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of your country was visiting Cuba. What can you tell us about that visit?
It was a very fruitful one. I think it passed over our maximum expectations, because after the two meetings, the meeting held with His Excellency President of the Republic of Cuba, Miguel Diaz, sorry, and with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Bruno Rodriguez, he told us that he was very much satisfied. It happens very rare, because for our minister, when we do the maximum, it's the minimum. So when he left the country, he told us that these meetings were very fruitful ones, and one of the issues which were on the table, on the agenda, was the possible cooperation in the field of tobacco between the two countries.
And it's something that's very important for me as a journalist that I've been noticing different events and acts that you've been preparing. You always say thank you to your wife, and you always take care of the presence of the women in your life. Recently, you just mentioned your grandmother, and now we are celebrating the International Women's Day in March.
For me, it's an unquestionable importance what she has in my life, because without her, I won't be able to do and to reach such kind of successes what I have. So what I have from her side, it automatically is from my working time. So the two things are connected directly. So I'm very much thankful for her, and I'm very thankful for the Cuban government to do this policy, because it's the role of women in our life, and we have to admit, man, for us would be impossible to get those successes which we have in our private life as well in our working life as well.
Well, thank you very much. That was one. Before I say goodbye and thank you for this interview, I want to remind you something that our commander-in-chief, Fidel Castro, used to say, the woman is a revolution in a revolution. And it is so important for us to participation of women in our process in our revolution.
Indeed, I'm very much agreeing with you, and thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Basta.